Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about life and try to explore its different dimensions. So today I choose a very important aspect of life. For example, a query come in our mind. If I want to know everything about the creation, how this question come in our mind? So I look at myself. That means I want to know everything about myself within as well as outside. So when I try to apply this idea in the whole world, so I want to know everything what is happening within my body and also what is happening outside my body. So I just pay attention on activities of things which are happening in my body. For example, when I eat a food, that food come from a farm. That food is grown by some farmer gets some seed from any company, fertilizer for any company, water from the ground, and then a time is required and season it changes. In that time period that food grain is ripe, then we harvest it, then we, you can say, package it, then we harvest it, clean it, package it, send it to manufacturing company, then manufacturing company processed it, make you can say flour or rice, whatever it is, and then again that manufacturing company package it and send into the whole world through import and through export. Let's say in our country they distributed within our country. If I want to sell or send that product or food grains in another country, then export activities are very much required. So what we eat in our today's meal, if you want to go to its origin, it very, you can say, intrigue you about question of why this food give me energy, from where it came, what is the origin of the seed. Okay, so this question always intriguing me. What is the origin of any seed? What is the origin of cell? What is the origin of particle? What is the origin of atom? From where did it came? Who made it? Or if not who made it, how it come into existence in our life? How these are so vital for our life? Without food we do not gain energy, we do not do any activity in the world. Without breathing, without, you can say, inhaling and exhaling, we die in just 2-3 minutes. Without drinking a water we die in 12 to 13 days. Without eating food we die in a month. That means this, and what is very precious about each and every human being, about each and every life, is their life itself. So in many religion, in many scriptures, in many philosophers, many spiritual gurus, many astronomers, everyone have their own way of solving the problem about the mystery of the creation. Whatever field you choose, be it art, science, music, philosophy, spirituality, dance, whatever it is, everyone try to know the exuberance of life. Everyone want to experience the exuberance of life and try to understand the mystery of creation. Because see, mathematics, music, art, astronomy, philosophy, spirituality, economics, statistics, everything is so much in linkage that if you just miss one step, you can't move to another step. People think that no, I am from this subject, I am from that subject. No, if you try to look very deep into each and every subject, you find that each and everything is, you can say, connected in such a sophisticated manner that you cannot even separate it. People who just, you can say, talk about ideas, not experience it, or you can say just have some surface knowledge, they you can say distinguish between one thing and another thing, one religion to another religion, one group to another group, one region to another region, one gender to another gender, because they do not pay enough attention on their mechanism, they do not pay enough attention of their surrounding, because do not take inspiration of what is happening in the mind of the people. No, just look at the magnanimity of the mystery of the creation. Okay, a soil, when we, you can say, throw a seed into that soil, after a certain amount of time, whatever type of that tree, that flower, that food grain is, after a certain amount of time, they take a shape of a tree, they take up a shape of a food, you can say, a plant of a food grain. And after that we harvest it and eat it, we harvest it and smell it, we harvest it and export it. So mystery is that a seed, when we throw it into a soil, they take water, soil, air, fire, and in a given atmosphere they ripe, they find the full expression of their life, and then they if that plant is a flower, they blossom. If a food grain grow in its full potential, if a plant grow, you can say evolve or become a full-fledged plant like, and after that many activity happen. So how it happen, you do not do this, because things we do not do it, we pay enough importance to it, because we know that how our limitation are, then the mystery is automatically happening within our body. Okay, so just pay attention of the mystery of the creation, just pay attention on the creation, just pay attention on a leaf, on a small insect, on a plant, on its flowers in shape, size, color. Just pay attention on it and try to understand the origin of it, trying to understand the beginning of it, try to understand the core of it, try to understand the complexity of it. Okay, because if you just pay enough attention on flower, we know that through a flower blossom, how? Through pollination. A bee take pollination from one flower of male and then go into the female, or take it from the female and go into the male, and through this fertilization happen in the plant, and then fruit, flower come out of it. So for fruit and flower to come, first plant is needed. For plant, air, water, soil, fire, space is needed. For if all these five are present, if seed is not present, then there is not of not value. Then the seed, five element of existence, then a plant, then flower, then fruit, we consume it, then after excretion that go into the environment. After that, then again our you can say waste product become a manure for other plant, then plant grow. That means each and everything is connected in a cycle. That means if we break a one chain of the whole cycle, everything is collapse. And nowadays soil movement, safe soil movement is going on in the whole world, and it is very important, because we degrade our soil on such a level that if we do not correct it right now, then it take 100 to if we want to correct in the next 20 to 25 years, then it take more than 200 years to correct it. And in that we know that many civilization is going to lost, many great economies are collapse, many great cultures are collapse. So we have to focus on the core of any problem and try to solve all smaller problem based on that core problem. Okay, so for that we have to understand the creation mystery in whichever field you are. For example, if you are in aviation sector, you have to understand the important factor of wind, how it blossom, trade wind, jet winds, in which area, which type of wind is blowing, because it is very important for your aircraft. If you master the art of knowing the mystery of the wind, that means if you master the art of knowing the mystery of the creation, in which wind is one of the five elements of existence, then you run your profession very smoothly. Involvement of many other factors, many other people is required, but the foremost important thing is you have to understand the mystery of the nature. Not in this profession, in every profession. When you do any, you can say, a quality work, or if you want to do any work which is beneficial for you as well as for the other people who are living in the world, at last you come to a point that you have to understand the mystery of the creation, otherwise you are not doing it, you know. And it's true, you do not give to that job a true justice. In any profession, take for example music. When we talk about music, music is a type of sound, natural music. When you go in a forest, music of water, music of when air is blowing, music of leaves. Okay, when you hear the sounds of birds, hear the sounds of animal, hear the sounds of human being, all these things are sound. But when you talk about music, that means sound must be in a order, in a, you can say, in a symphony, then we call that sound a music. That means if I just pay attention on sound, so different types of sound of nature, sound of human being, that what we make it, we are the part of 8.4 million species, but what we made out of the plants, what we made out of our voice, these are called man-made. But actually man, who made this human being? Creator. So automatically, indirectly, we are the part of the creator. So first, unnatural, that means we do not made it. For example, we made machine, we made instrument of music, we develop a certain amount of sound from our body. So it is all, we say we made it, but indirectly it is made by the creator, because creator give you a wood, you cut that wood and made a, you can say, instrument. So your mind is required, and mind is also given by the creator now. You made a machine by using, applying your idea, that idea is given by the creator now, because creator gives you a mind, that thought, that my ideas come into your mind, and then you made that machine. So indirectly everything is made by the creator. Your thought, your music instrument, your machines, whatever you instrument you use for your travel, or whatever instrument you use for your study, everything is, you say that you made it, but who made you? Creator. No? So indirectly everything is made by the creator. Either you accept it or not accept it, say it as pseudoscience or whatever you call it, because nowadays people who do not understand anything, they say it is a pseudoscience. No, everything has a science associated with it. Just pay attention of each and every dimension of life, each and every dimension of life. If you pay enough attention on your body, na, we have 37 trillion cells. Each cells form a tissue, each tissue form an organ, each organ form an organ system, and the whole organ system made our machine. That means a cell, nervous cell, brain cell, sperm cell, every cell have their role in our body. We do not know it, we just move, talk, eat, play, whatever it is, but in everything energy is required, and we get our energy through meditation, through 5 elements of existence, by eating, consuming food. So your machine is the most sophisticated machine. What you made out of it, we say that we made it, because that machine is so sophisticated that we made many things which other creatures are not capable of. So it is the magic or mystery of our mind, because our mind is so complex. Evolution take us such a step that our mind find its full potential in many of the arena, in many arena. When we talk about creator, when you build any machine, when we create music, when we create art, when you play, when you direct any movie or play a part in any movie, everything is made by us, because we are the most sophisticated creature on this planet Earth in our understanding. Maybe other creatures think so, they are most sophisticated, but in our understanding, when we see in the world what is made by the creator, everything is made by the creator, but in that everything, what made by us, indirectly what made us is made by the creator, but in a direct relationship, what made by human being. So many things are made by human being in the world. When you travel or when you read anything, a book is written by a human being, infrastructure is made by a human being, machines are made by a human being, different architecture is made by a human being, different types of rituals are practiced by a human being. Birth, a life is, a next life is come from the human being. That means, and but the problem is many people try to compare themselves as the creator. They are actually the creator. When you find your full expression of life, when you understand yourself clearly, you are the creator. But for that, a deep sadhana, a deep, you can say, thought, or not thought, a deep understanding is required, that you and what is within and what is outside is not different. Everything have a linkage, but for that you need the participation of outside the world. But outside the world is not in our control. Inside, what is happening inside us is completely in our hand. We manage it in our own way, but what happening outside is not in our hand. But if as a humanity, if we want to do anything very significant in this world, if we want to do anything very miraculous and very, you can say, a complex process, sophisticated process in the whole world, then participation of human being is needed. But nowadays, see, the reality is each and every human being have their own experience. Each and every human being have their own individuality. But truth is that each and every life is connected with each other. My body is my body, your body is your body. My mind is my mind, your body is your mind. But there is no such thing as your life is your life and my life is my life. No, like an air. like an air is for everyone, light is for everyone. So light is for everyone. So life is not your life, my life. No, life is connected with each and every human being. Maybe you experience your individuality, but in some way it is connected with other human being. It requires enough attention on your mechanism within your body as well as outside your body. But nowadays in the world, people divided on so many areas, on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, region, ritual, eating habit, dressing habit, education habit. On many things they divide themselves. But the reality is that every human being try to solve the problem of the whole world and know the mystery of the creation. Maybe their path is different, maybe their method is different, maybe their way of thinking, way of applying is different, but everyone want to know the mystery of the creation. Everyone want to know, or everyone try to open the different dimension of the creation, because in the creation, each and every moment is the smallest fraction unit of a time. So each and every moment infinite things are going on. Okay, so you capture this, another person capture this, because we are 8 till our survey, till the survey of many nations, we have 8 billion human being on this planet earth. So 8, and there are infinite dimensions. So you pick, many people pick that dimension, many people take many dimension, many people pick many dimension, but it is infinite. No? So whatever dimension you take, it is infinite. When you understand the infinity, no, you are fulfilled, because many people do not perceive what is infinity, what is nothingness, what is everythingness, because they, in their perception, their body is physical, so they very much correlate their body with the physical entity. But the truth is, our life, we are not body, we are not mind, we are life, and life has no boundary. But in this mechanism, if in that life, that soul, that spirit, that atma try to use your body as a machine and try to conduct activity in the whole world, so for that this machine is required. But through meditation you break the boundary of physicality, and by living in this mechanism, you are capable of experiencing the non-physical dimension. You are capable of breaking the boundary of physicality and do things which other people think very miraculous, very, you can say, superhuman being like things. No, in every religion, people try to convey this knowledge that pay attention on yourself, know who you are, what is the purpose of your life, and this and that's many things. But the ultimate teaching is that just know you are alive, and whatever activity do, try to do it for the benefit, for the upgradation of this life, as well as for the life of other human being. Because in whichever field you are, if you really concerned about your life, if you want to upgrade it on daily basis and each and every moment, because people say that human being have only very short span of time called 100 years. In terms of time it is 100 years, but in terms of experience it may be a million years, maybe a billion years, because how you experience in a moment is vary from person to person. And in a given day, energy, some point of a day, energy is so high, so conducive, that if you meditate or if you do what really matter to you in that time period, in that span of time, your experience is million times larger than other human being. For example, in transition phases, as well as in full moon night and new moon night, in solar eclipse, in lunar eclipse, in mid-noon, midnight, sunrise, sunset, and Brahma Muhurta. These are, you can say, 5 and to 7. These are 7 periods in the whole month, which is going on not in a month, because solar eclipse and solar and lunar eclipse may come 2-3 months, once in a 2-3 months. But these 7 periods are very important in a year, that if you meditate or whatever activity which is beneficial for your life, you enhance your life on multiple fold. So in terms of time it is limited, but in terms of experience it is not limited, because if we pay, or if our give our 100% in a given moment of time, that means in a given moment of time, if we utilize, or you can say utilize our all energy to do that activity, then that activity happen within a few minutes, then it takes a longer time. Okay, because time is limited but energy is vary for each and every person. If you enhance in energy, try to apply that energy in that period of time and then do your activity. For example, if you want to watch a movie, if you want to know everything about that movie, about the mind of the director, about which issue that director made a movie, you just pay enough attention on that movie, utilize every sense, every part of your body in that watching that movie, every senses, every cell work for that task. You can say invest your whole energy into it. Then after you can say 2.5 hours or 3 hours, you understand that in that 3 hours you live a billion years in terms of understanding, in terms of gaining some knowledge from it. Because when you devote whatever you have to any task, now that task is happen in a very, you can say, in a stipulated what I can say, in a given amount of time, that means if in reality that understanding that things require 1 minute, then it take only 1 minute. We do not invest 1 hour, 2 hour or 5 hours into that, no. But whatever activity you do, just try to invest everything into it, your body, your mind, your energy, your emotion, your chakras, your 5 senses, your physicality, non-physicality, beyond your 5 senses, everything invest into it. And that problem must be not a simple problem, a problem which is the core of the mystery of the creation. For example, if you want to know who is the creator of this magnanimous creation, then the concept of physicality and non-physicality came, because after that you realize that you are completely depend on the mystery of the creation. You depend on air, water, soil, fire, space. You do not eat a fruit, you die. Then if you die, where your body is die, your soul is move on to another arena, so where it goes. Then the concept of non-physicality came, then the concept of cycle, rebirth, then the cycle of birth, rebirth came, then previous life, afterlife came, then time, space came, spirituality, mega yoga, meditation. All these things all these concepts have emerged because we want to know the creator. We want to know the creator. We know that creator is here. We know that creator is, for example, if you do not do anything, you think you are the creator. Then you know, no. You are dependent on that object, so that or the creator, that things are dependent on another thing, that means they are the creator. So ultimately you come to a point that creator is present in each and every particle of the creation. So each creator present in non-physicality, because non-physicality there is no physical form. Yes, creator is present in non-physical dimension, but in altogether different way. A very good example in this regard is that people say that, human beings say that God is like a human being. Plants say that God is like a plant. Animals say that God is like an animal. Female say that God is a female. Male say that God is a male. Any particular people of any particular gender say that God is of this feature. Any particular gender God. That means each and every God is present in each and every particle. You are made up of the cells from 5 elements of existence. So you understand that God is in this form. Okay, plants say that when you talk to a plant, or when plant communicate with each other, they understand that God is in their form. God is like their root is rooted in the soil, then a tree, and then leaf, and then fruit, then flowers. So reality is that God is present in each and every particle. God is present in each and every time, in each and every dimension, in each and every, you can say, in each and every dimensions, in each and every dimension, in each and every moment of a time, in each and every element of existence. So you cannot separate creator from anything, because when in creation, when creator cease to exist, then creation is out. When creator is not present in a creation, that creation cease to exist. For example, a plant, when you cut a plant, life is going away, plant is dead. When you use it for your own benefit, when you are dead, life is going on, you are like a soil. So it required a very deep understanding, a very deep thought, a very deep, you can say, attention of each and every object of the creation. Then these types of things came. Okay, you have to understand the mechanics of your body, you have to understand the mystery of your mind and how it perceives things, how thoughts are evolved, how we grow, how our birth is going to happen, how we live our life, how after death what happen, what we have supposed to do in this world, what types of problem is occur. That means you have to pay enough attention on your mind and try to understand that as evolution take place, our mind become complex and complex. That means it is capable of solving many problems, or you can say capable of experiencing or other dimensions which are not yet experienced by our ancestors, because dimensions is infinite. Many people in the past experience the infinity or understand the infinity, but majority of the people do not understand it. So as evolution take place, our mind become complex and complex, but for that it is your responsibility that keep your mechanism in a good state, keep each and every cell throbbing within your body. That means each and every cell functioning for you. For example, I devote my time in expanding the dimension of our mind, or try to understand my mind as the way it is. So when I pay attention on our mind, we understand that mind, in Western culture people say that our mind is the most important thing, but no, your whole mechanism is required for doing any work worthwhile. Each and every cell is required, all 37.2 trillion cell is required. Whatever activity you do, either you produce a music, a certain amount of brain cells is required, activity of your hand is required. When you play any sports, your foot activity or your foot is required activity. See, your mind is required everywhere, because it is the center of everything. But not only, just do not pay attention on only that part. No, each and every nervous cell, each and every cell is so much connected within you that if you just pay attention on your brain cells and not on other cells, then it breaks linkages with your whole body. So if you pay attention about, maybe you achieve something in mental, but if you lost your physical, and it is not a worthwhile or not in a good you can say it is not a good way of living. Because if you utilize your whole mechanism for doing any work, then it is done on a very good manner, in a good manner. If you just use your brain cells, it is done, but not on such a complex level, on such a sophistication level. Okay, because if you have a 37.2 trillion armies, okay, and not armies for fighting, that means you have 37.2 trillion cells, and whatever you want to know, for example, if you want to know anything, then if your whole cells are working towards that, then it is achieved in a less amount of time than if you utilize just your brain cells. Okay, because for breathing, for digestion, for play, every part of your body is required, so do not see, your work is in a mental arena, so pay, or you can say dedicate more time in this, but try to utilize all this also, because everything is connected. If you break the chain, you do not utilize the full potential of your mind itself. Okay, so the life is so complex, so diverse, so sophisticated that just pay enough attention on yourself, just pay enough attention on the surrounding outside you, on a plant, on a leaf, on a soil. Okay, when you sit in a park, you know that you experience the air, but you do not see it. Okay, you touch the soil, but you do not eat it. You smell a flower, but you do not eat it. That means each senses have their own work. Each and everything present in the nature has their own task. That means you smell a food, you do not eat it. Okay, you eat a fruit for energy, but many a time you smell it, but you see it also, but it is not that you what I can say hear its sound. Okay, because when a fruit is coming in your hand, you smell it, you touch it, you taste it. but you see it, but you not hear it. That means when you apply your five senses in each and every arena, you know that our senses are made for a certain particular activities. That means on a particular thing, not you can say may all senses work, and at a particular activity may all senses not work. For example, maybe there is a thing where for that we see it, we smell it, we touch it, we hear it, as well as we eat it. Maybe this type of things. For example, when we see a fruit is ripe and it is fall from a tree, then we hear the sound of their breaking. We see that fruit, we smell that fruit, we eat that fruit, and we touch that fruit. Okay, so and where is all the five senses are required now? We gain information about that object in its we experience or know that thing in its whole, okay. Wherever we apply our whole mechanics, then there is no other way to solve this problem than this. And experience of each and every human being vary, so do not compare yourself with other human being. Do not try to deny that your experience is different than mine or what, because you and every human being is unique. So maybe their experience is unique. Only truth is same for any activity. Only truth is the thing which is same. Experience is different, opinion is different, your perspective is different, okay, but the truth is always same. That means you have a two hand, it is a truth, you have a two hand. Either you debate it or not debate it, or whatever activity do, you have two hand, you have one head, you have two legs, okay, you have one reproduction system, you have one tongue, two ears, two nose, two eyes. So these are, you see it, you do not believe it, it is actually present, you see it. So there is no debate or argument about it. That means you do not have a two leg. If any people argue about it, you do not have a two hand, maybe after some scientific you can say debating process, they prove that you have a one hand. But we know that whatever things you, whatever method you apply, whatever thing you do, automatically reality that you have two hand. That means your process is wrong, automatically your process is wrong. So in whichever arena we want to go, in whichever arena we choose to understand the mystery of the creation, first and foremost thing is differentiate between reality and imagination. Our mind have a memory, experience and imagination, okay. So when we solve any problem, do not stuck in the past and do not stuck in the future, and also do not stuck in the present. Try to use the memory of the past, use it for the experience of your present, and use the memory and experience of the past and present to build a greater future for you, for your society, for your nation and for the whole world. For this type of thought, if these types of thought come in our mind, no? If these types of thought come in the mind of few number of people, that's why very few number of people try to invest their life on understanding the things which are going on within us, things which are going on outside. Through this concept, now we talk about star. On the basis of a star, we talk about solar system, galaxies, clusters, supercluster, the creation, not this creation, many creation. That means parallel universe, then multiverse, then physical, non-physical, black hole. We send different telescope in the whole space so that we understand or we see. See, through meditation we experience what is going on in the whole world. But if we want to see, we have to send satellite, take picture of that image, picture of that process, and then we see it. See, time is going on. We do not have a machine to measure the time, or you can say, many people say clock. No, time is going on, and in different places time vary, okay. That means if here time is going with some space, we know that in a area we call it a black hole, where time is completely different from this region. So maybe we try to understand the time in the form of a clock, but what is going on each and every moment within your body, in the creation, in reality you understand it only through meditation. Through satellite, through sending satellite, we know some facts, we know some facts, but in this lifetime we are not, in many in future we are trying to also understand everything in its true form by using our five senses, by using our non-physical dimension. But science and technology is basically a manifestation of things which we understand in our meditation. Many, for example, if in meditation we explore in 100 dimension, so till now, for example, till now science manifests that dimension in terms of physicality in 10 to 12 different ways, but many other secrets of the creation is lie in the different dimensions. So science is basically an you can say expression of non-physicality or expression of dimension which we experience through our meditation and try to manifest it in its physical form. Like mobile, earlier people without any mobile, through meditation they talk to people which sit a miles away from it, but now we do it through mobile, through internet. Okay, many people go in the cosmos and in the creation and on the moon and the sun through their meditation, but now we go through spacecraft, through satellites. Many people earlier through meditation understand the revolution, rotation, movement, there's a shape of the orbit through meditation only. But nowadays we through mathematical deduction, by sending satellite, by observing with a telescope, by doing by sending rockets, we understand everything. That means what we many few people know earlier through deep sadhana meditation, now people know it without paying enough attention on their body, because other people done work for them. And it is also important that nowadays people try to send satellites in the galaxy on any other area where their satellite is broken or not reached to the point. So there is other area where this physicality is not capable of going and solving this problem, because physicality has a limit. They is made up of the 5 elements of existence. So if you want to go in a region where any of one element is missing, then you do not survive. When you do not survive, when your life is not, then what you cannot experience everything, and everything is gone. So in the whole creation there are many places where either 1, either 2, either 3, either 4, either 5, one or other element is missing. If any element is missing, you do not thrive there, you do not survive there, and you do not experience it. We send machine because many places where human beings are not good, that machine is not require all the 5 elements of existence. They required only maybe 1 or maybe 2 or maybe no element of existence, but they thrive. That's why on that places we send machines. That machine is made up from a different types of material. But there are also places where this material are not survive because of high temperature, because of you can say storms, because of you can say temperature. So we made up of the 5 elements of existence. When we made any machine, we use different types of you can say metals, different types of chips, different types of things. So if that metal is not suitable for a particular region and we send that satellite, that machine, that instrument into that region, then that machine is going to collapse. So nowadays we discover different types of metal from the you can say core of the earth and try to build different types of machine. So just understand the mystery of the creation. No? We extract metal from the earth, we made the machine and try to understand the earth. Okay, so through meditation you know that no, whatever we take from the earth, everything we take from the earth, be it satellite, when we make satellite, be it you can say metals, when we eat, our seeds, our soils, when we breathe air, when we get energy, sunlight, when we try to live in a good atmosphere, we find some space. That means we gain everything from the earth. By using and understanding the mystery of the earth, we use its resources and apply on somewhere. Okay, so this is a very small lecture and very interesting lecture, that what we want to know and what we want to know and what we want to experience through this mechanism. The first and foremost important thing is first understand yourself, from which material you are made up of, what is the percentage of that material in your body, at which point you are capable of going, After that, what is your problem your body is going to face? When we understand the nature, when you understand our mechanism, then we, through whatever practices we have, whatever sadhanas we have, then we know that human beings, or you can say things which are happening in the creation, or higher energies which are going on in the creation, have their role to play. Okay, so just try to utilize your mechanism to its full potential. That means at which point you are capable of. After that, if you are not capable of, that means your machine is not capable of, you are not going. For example, your machine is not capable of downloading the data about any dimension. Then whatever activity you do, because you creator made you, it gave you some coding, it gave you some, you can say, dimension. That means at that point you are capable of reaching. So try to utilize this machine to reach to its full potential. If you want to know other things which this machine is not capable of, just liberate your soul and go into that arena. Soul is capable of roaming in everywhere in the creation, in each and every parallel universe, in each and every, you can say, multiverse, in each and every moment of time, from its past to present to future, in each and every dimension of your life. So try to utilize your mechanism by using, try to utilize your mechanism for understanding the mystery of creation at whichever, you can say, level you are want to capable of. And after that, if you want to roam into another arena where your machine is not capable of, just liberate yourself and go there. You are capable of going, traveling, roaming anywhere in the creation. Not people say that I want to travel using this mechanism. No, this mechanism also have a limit, because always for sustaining yourself you require 5 elements of existence. If you want to go any area, for example on moon, we know that air is not present, water is not present. So if 2 elements are not present, human beings not survive. We go taking our oxygen from the earth. That means wherever we go, these 5 elements are required, and these 5 elements are present only on planet earth. So either we move soil or fruit or vegetables or food grains, or we you can say package the air, okay, or package some energy, or package some space. Everything we take from the earth, because life is very in abundance present on planet earth. If we want to go anywhere, these 5 elements is required. So if on any other planet or any other galaxy, if this 5 elements of existence, we can easily go there and thrive there. But since many people nowadays say that if you dead, just let your body into the space so that it is roaming, and after million years if you go there, you see your body in that state only. That means it do not degrade, it do not do things. But if we take a loan from planet earth, so we do not extend it by sending, or you can say floating our body in the space. If we take a loan from this earth, we have to pay it right here, okay, and must free our soul to go there and roam, not our body. So see, each and every human being have a different experience, different thought process, and each and every human being try to do different things. So you do not you can say stop him for doing this and that, but try to go to the truth. If truth come in your mind, you do not mess up with your mind, because nowadays people assume false perception in their head and they suffer with that, and many people, younger people, commit suicide because they said that their mind is their problem. They do not understand the complexity of their mind. Your mind is so complex that whatever you want to know, in this mechanism I talk about, whatever you want to know using this mechanism, you are capable of. So use your mechanism, use your mind, use your body, use your energy, use your emotion, use your every chakra, every cell for knowing the mystery of the creation, at which point you are capable of. And if a feeling come in your mind that you are not capable of going beyond that area with this physicality, try to liberate your soul and go into that area. It is possible. In spirituality, in religion, many people talk about it, non-physical dimension, free from the physicality, and you do whatever activity you want to do, but you do not have to use this mechanism. That means using your cell, that means using your soul. you do not have to require, or you do not have to use your mechanism to roaming in the whole creation, but to roaming in this world, and by using the 5 element of existence, you have to take the shape of this body, so that you communicate with the life form which are related to you. You communicate with the other human, because human being is a one species of the 8.4 million species. We do not, you can say, directly eradicate this possibility, because for the sustenance of the creation, all 8.4 million species are required, and we are part of it. After liberation, if you want to take a shape of another creature, you are capable of taking it, but try to upgrade your mechanism, try to upgrade, do not try to degrade it. Okay, because through upgradation, you try through when you upgrade your system through meditation, you are capable of knowing your experience by going to the different body of different life form. So I hope this is a very small lecture but very important lecture, so I hope you enjoy this lecture and you love this lecture. So namaskaram, thank you.